Welcome to the Jewel Thief Minnow fly tying tutorial. This Clouser Kreelex style rendition is fitted on a Gamakatsu J60 crab jig hook, one of our favorites, with Kreelex fibers, in this case mirror wrap for a single-sided chenille, dirty dumbbells, and a 5/32 cone. You can tie it in a bunch of different sizes and colors to suit your needs. Check out our dumbbell video on our YouTube channel for more on this, but we're going to use 240 thread to attach our dumbbells, put a spot of super glue on there, and then swap up to your 140 denier power thread. Again, we use 240 to get the dumbbells attached, and we're switching to 140. Tie in your first clump of Kreelex fibers, which this is going to be our wing, and I like to trim those about, we'll say, the length of the shank. Then I'm going to tie that same clump in again for my actual full-size tail. And make sure you're tying these on the top part of the hook. Leave your tail full length and don't worry about trimming it yet, and then tie in your belly color. And I'm going to leave those the same length as my wing. Attach your single-sided chenille. In this case, I'm using pearl mirror wrap and palmer that forward. I like to trim the first part of it just to keep it from really being hard to trim later and tangling with my Kreelex fibers. And don't wrap too much behind the dumbbells because we've got quite a bit of work to do here right behind the dumbbells. One separating factor of this fly is that we're tying in all our materials behind the dumbbells, and that makes for better durability. Trim your single-sided chenille down to maybe just shorter than your tail and your wing, or than your wing and your belly, so it is an underbody as opposed to a full body. Take your belly fibers, in this case pearl high luster Kreelex, and tie those butts in right behind the dumbbells. And we're going to split that chunk of fibers into two pigtails. Shoot for 50-50. And once you've got them split, you can pull them down and underneath and around your dumbbells, and then pull them back over the dumbbells and tie them down right where you tied them in initially. This is going to give you a really nice throat look and make your fly super duper durable. Trim those to be just past the bend of the hook, and we're going to use those for measuring our wing length, and we don't want our wing to tangle, so that's why we want them to be just shy or just past the bend of the hook. Apply a few little thread wraps in here to clean things up and give yourself a nice platform. We're going to trim our tail, which we're using the same color for our tail as our wing, and you now have perfectly trimmed fibers, and we're going to put those on the top, the northwest corner or northwest hemisphere of our fly. So in this case, we're doing it on the top of the hook and on the camera side. Once we've tied it in, twist them lightly, don't pull too hard, and pull them around the jig and tie them down again on the opposite side. And we're going to trim those to mirror the other side, and that is going to be our wing. If you tie these in too long, like a classic Kreelex, it will often tangle with the hook and you will lose durability. Create a nice clean ice dub rope for a collar, throw a little half hitch in, and put a little tiny spot of UV resin where that half hitch is sitting, and that's going to complete the main tying of the fly. We're going to blast that with the light real quick. Boom. And then I'm going to cue the super glue up, but first, and then we're going to slide the cone right up onto there and let it lock in, and then build a thread dam by reattaching your thread. Make maybe a dozen wraps, and then throw a whip finish in. Once you've whip finished, you can trim. Then we're going to coat the nose, the bottom, and the top in flex resin and let that cure up. And here we go. What a beautiful little minnow that's super easy to throw and can be tied easily in sizes from 6 to 2/0 and a bunch of different weight ranges. Please drop any comments or any questions you have into the comments. This is an awesome fly that's very durable and catches a ton of fish. Thanks for tuning in. Give us a subscribe. All these goodies are available on dirtywaterflyco.com. Have fun at the vise, and thank you very much.